to say good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
And let me start by saying I am quite uncomfortable speaking to a large group. Can anyone relate to that?
I can.
Okay. So we are all in the same. Now, when I speak of homeopathy, it means two things. One is homeo and pathy. Homeopathy. So homeo is similar, and pathy is disease. Now you see, homeopathy is not isopathy, because iso means the same. Think of vaccination, that's what it means. Or if you have allopathy, which means allo, contrary, but which is what doctor really prescribe. So we have homeopathy. Now, homeopathy, you see, treats illnesses by stimulating of the body's natural healing response. Now, in homeopathy, to understand it, there are three tenets or principles or aspects to the understanding of the homeopathy. And they are the concept of similarity, the mother tincture, which I will speak later, and the concept of microdose. You see, when I say similar, you have to be careful, because I mean congruent, comparable, analogous, resembling, but it does not mean the same. For instance, think of an isosceles triangle. You see, all the legs are open to the same angle, but they are different in size. Again, if we have a homeopathic remedy, the reaction is similar, comparable, resembling, but not the same. For instance, think of a plant such as the Venus flytrap. Look at the image. It has the lobed, hinged leaves that snap shut to trap the insects coming into contact with them. It secretes a viscid or sticky film. The insect tries to escape, but cannot. It buzzes eagerly. It tries unsuccessfully to get out, but it cannot. And that is the way we feel when you show hysteria, curses, nothing is secure any longer. You panic, but can't step out of it. A remedy will have to be found that shows this feeling of helplessness and rage. You are not the Venus flytrap, but behave in a similar way as if you were it. To give to Caesar his due, Hippocrates and his schools 25 centuries ago observed that the same thing which causes the disease cures it. In the centuries that follow, other doctors made similar observations, but came to no practical conclusions until a German scientist in the 19th century, Samuel Hahnemann, who was a chemist that studied plants and their curative powers, spoke of a microdose. With clarity, for the first time, Hahnemann found out that to get a lasting improvement, you need infinitesimal, very small doses of what causes the malady, the illness, and he said famously, similia similibus curantur, that homeopaths know by heart, which means like cures like. You know, many people didn't know Latin, but this is the phrase that all homeopaths know. You must know that. The like cures like. Similia similibus curantur. Therefore, you receive only the amount of medicine that you need. It seems counterintuitive, but the microdose works, as it will be clear to you if you bear with me.
Totally.
One could shudder at the mega doses of medicines and antibiotics that allopaths give you. Remember, allo means contrary to, something else. The microdose works, as it will be clear to you if you will bear with me one more time. I'm going to show you how to make a homeopathic remedy, and you will see how unbelievably well the microdose can work. So you see here I have some herbs, a mineral, example, zinc, gold, iron, whatever, or an extract from an animal. In this case, here the milk of a female dog called lac caninum. Lac from the Latin, lac meaning milk, caninum, canis, you know, the milk of the dog. You notice that I have here the 3 samples of the kingdoms of nature. A plant, a mineral, an animal. I put the specimen of each in a container of distilled water or alcohol. This is called the mother tincture. Now first you shake it. We homeopaths, you say, you succuss it. You succuss it. And you put the mother tincture of a deciliter in a container. Remember that succussion or agitation brings out the oxygen, which makes it more alive and adds more taste. Then to use the X potencies, X stands for the decimal in Roman numerals, which are not diluted. You repeat the process by using 1 part of mother tincture and 9 parts of alcohol or water. You see what you have here? This is called potentization. So if you have the mother tincture, you want to raise it to 1x, 1x being 1 deciliter. So you have 1 part of mother tincture and 9 parts of water or alcohol. To have 2 X's, you would take 1 part of the previous solution and 9 parts of water and alcohol. Maybe it seems complicated, but actually it's not. If you want to add, to make 3 X's, you would have 1 part
Oh, golly.
You could turn that down now.
Yeah,
You don't need it so
just
loud.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just turn the little thing.
Everybody does it.
I like that the sign says, please clean the filter.
Doesn't have the thing that pulls
Thank
Okay.
you, Ernie.
Vini, vidi, vici.
My God, you too.
Dude,
I gotta turn this off.
seriously, bro.
So to have the 3 X's, you will take 1 part of the previous solution and 9 parts of water of alcohol. Can you see on the board how you can make the 1X, 2X, 3X's, and so on?
So, sorry. For the 3x, does that mean that the 1x is multiplied 3 times?
No, it means that you take 1 part of it and you add to the other, to the mother tincture. What you did for the 3 X's, you are going to take 1 part of the 2X and add it to the mother tincture. And
So-
you can go on like that.
You can't skip a step. Like you do 1 to 2 to
Yeah.
3.
That's right.
So if the mother tincture is 1x, does it
No,
stay?
the mother tincture is plain. It starts the way it is.
Okay.
Then you want to go to 1X. So what you did, you put something, once you have, it's the base plus, it's the base plus,
So what do you add to the mother tincture to make it 1X?
you had,
So you have 1 drop of the mother tincture,
Tincture,
and you
yes.
put it in 9.
9 deciliters.
You're strengthening it.
Yes.
I think you're diluting it. No?
What?
I think you're weakening it. I think you're making it less.
I think it's making it stronger.
Yeah?
It makes stronger.
It's making it stronger. That's why it says potency. Potency is.
School.
Yeah.
Not sure about you though.
But less is more, I thought, in homeopathy.
Yes, that's it. You see, between each dilution stage, the remedy is shaken or succussed, causing molecular agitation. This process is called potentization. It's very important if you want your remedy to be active and alive. Do you remember 007 James Bond?
Which one?
Sean Connery.
That one.
Jesus.
Anyone. The fact is that when he asked how he liked his martini cocktail, shaken or stirred, he said shaken because he knew it would be more flavorful, alive, active, and tasteful because it's a centrifugal action going everywhere in all nooks and crannies. Whereas had he said stirred, it would go to the bottom and become flat as a centripetal act would.
That explains a lot.
Wow.
Now you see, talking of Avogadro's, who was an Italian chemist in the 19th century, you heard about it?
Sure.
Okay.
Everybody. Didn't everybody?
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
ready to say no. No, Beavis.
So,
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. We're together.
He was a lawyer. He wrote the laws. Avogadro's law.
There you go.
yes.
We should college guys.
So, Avogadro was an Italian chemist in the 19th century, and he decided about an Avogadro's. He decided.
So what did he say?
He said, if you remember the knowledge you had in chemistry in those days, quite foggy for me. We were in high school and learned that Avogadro declares that when we reach 24x potency, there are no remaining molecules of the original substance. Yet, despite this, the remedy are effective at extremely high dilution. Do you remember when I asked Mo what is a cloud?
What is it?
I must confess that I know very little of computer
Oh,
science.
a cloud. Got you.
A cloud, yes. Unfortunately, that is not my thing. But I realized then that nothing disappears, whether a word or a substance. Mo said that a cloud is like a virtual closet. I'm quoting you.
Sweet.
Right.
Feel special.
And then I made a connection. No matter how many times you try to bury it, to hide it, it resurrects, and with the know-how, you can retrieve word or substance. And you can make it active, ready for consumption, or you can recover the missing word. So you see, I could give you a remedy that has been succussed or diluted 5 trillion times or 15 quintillion times. And there will be a resonance when you are diseased and have received the correct remedy. Now, all of this seems to be counterintuitive, but it works. And each study marks a significant step in the application and effectiveness of infinitesimal doses of human biology. I would like to show you, with the help of Karen, a student clinician, what to ask a patient in pain or who is stressed out. What is it that you observe? What question to ask for confirmation, or what you thought the correct remedy should be. Then, to make it idiosyncratic to the patient, you could say special also, you ask, what is it that makes your illness better? Heat, cold, fresh air, sleeping on your right side, eating sweet and salty foods. All that differentiates one patient from one another, and how you do the same when you ask what makes the illness worse. You could also ask about his mood, temper, outlook in life to have an idea of his state of consciousness. I haven't done any justice to homeopathy if you don't mention chronic diseases such as SORA, syphilis, psychosis, cancer, pneumonia, etc. But we shall leave that for another day.
Quite a dissertation.
That was
Yeah.
yeah, that was like a PBS
Yeah,
special or something.
an educational special.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly.
I think we
Yeah.
should submit
So we
that.
have 3 kingdoms that we would like to briefly show you.
Oh, good. The queen is here in time
She
for
is
the 3
totally here.
kingdoms.
So we were waiting for.
I think you're at the head of the table, my dear.
You're in her seat.
I know, right?
So what are we starting with?
We are starting with
No one's gonna bite you.
Oh, salt, okay.
Puya or lachesis or natrum
I
muriaticum.
read the book.
So what's on the slide? Would you like to start
So
with?
here we have natrum muriaticum, which means salt.
Salt, okay.
And so I will be the patient. Oh, Michelline,
Yes.
I'm so tired. I can't sleep at all. I've been having the worst nightmares. And I just feel so weak and tired. And I have the worst headaches because of my eyes. They're straining too hard.
They are straining. Could you please tell me how you feel when you are weak and tired and so on? What is it that tells you how to
So you want to confirm my symptoms?
yes, that's
Right.
what I want.
So I feel very weak, so tired. I'm sensitive, knowing I don't like it when other people touch me.
What's important, do you have any discharge, for instance?
Yes.
That could be offensive.
How did you know?
Well,
I do.
yeah,
Yes.
so you have this. Now, when you have all of those symptoms, is there something that improved them?
So I feel better when I eat.
Yes,
I can take short walks.
yes.
Nothing too much I can't do, but very short walks. And if I cheer up, it feels
You feel better.
a little better.
Could you please tell me what makes your symptoms aggravated or much worse than that?
Let's see, when it's cold. I hate it when it's cold.
Yes,
It makes me feel so bad.
yeah.
I can't think too much. Nothing too intellectual. And no exercise.
And
No.
exercise.
It makes
okay.
it so bad.
Okay, so I would give you natrum.
So you would give me, what is the mineral that you would give me?
Marijuana?
Yes. Get some weed.
That's right. That's right.
Muriaticum.
Yes.
It's
How long have you been feeling this way?
Since this morning, yeah. Just go-
Okay,
Okay.
after the mineral, we can go back to something called the tree of life. The tree of life,
Yes.
We call it marijuana.
Love the weed jokes. Love it.
Okay, peanut gallery.
I'm sorry, you made a weed
Oh,
joke.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
it's thuya.
Booyah.
Thuya
Tree of
is
life.
called the tree of life.
Okay.
So I would say, what is it? How does it manifest in you?
So I would say, oh, I have warts all over my body.
Oh, yeah.
Look at my face. And I have so much dandruff. It's just getting so bad.
Yes.
And I hate onions for some reason.
Okay.
I can't smell them. I can't look at them. And I always just feel like there's something inside my stomach, you
Yeah.
know?
No, it really sounds like thuya. Would you please tell me what are the things that makes it better?
So I feel better when I'm warm. If there's some heat, I feel better. Sweating. If I stretch, feels better.
Are there things that makes it worse?
Onions. No onions.
Onions, no
Can't have
onions.
onions.
You can't.
drinking tea makes it worse. And if it's humid, I feel so bad.
Okay. Now, another one is,
So what would you give me for that?
I will give you kuya.
What is it?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Kuya, which is
Oh.
the tree of life.
Okay.
And what plant or what tree is that?
That's the one.
What is it called? Is it called Tree of Life?
It is.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where's it found at?
It's found actually almost everywhere.
I have to look that up.
Yeah.
Tree of life, huh?
Yeah. Now, since I said we have
So we have 3 kingdoms.
3 kingdoms,
We've already done the mineral and the plant.
yes,
So what's next?
the animal, and I would like with the bushmaster snake. Now the bushmaster is this snake. You see,
What part of the Bushmaster snake do you use?
all of it, because you take it from you put a little bit of it in a mother tincture,
The venom.
the venom.
Oh, so it does have venom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
Don't get bit by it.
Now, is the Bushmaster snake only found in the U.S. or where is it found?
Well, when I was in Brazil, that was very common.
Okay,
But I think also in Africa.
okay. So nothing here in the U.S. There's no Bushmaster snake in the U.S.
Yes, there would be in the south.
In the
There
south,
would
okay.
In the
be,
south, that makes sense.
yeah. You see, so could you?
Okay, so I'm going to be the patient.
This is a different patient.
A different patient. I'm going to be a different patient.
So wait, the first two, were you the same patient?
No, I was different.
No.
Sorry, I should have made it clear.
Okay,
No,
got
she's acting,
it.
bro. She's acting. Let her do her thing.
So I'll be coming in.
Because you didn't do that for the second one
No,
either.
I
Okay.
Okay. So Michelline, I've been having so many hot flashes. I'm hot all the time. You know, I think my mom used to have the same problem. She would get hot all the time and she would tell me, you know, maybe we have the same thing. So I'm always feeling hot, I'm always getting headaches just all the time, no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm sitting or standing or talking to someone, trying to do work. I always have a headache and then I randomly feel hot. I just feel like I have to take everything off and just find a nice cool place to sit and just let it all out, and it's always feeling hot. And now I think my throat is starting to feel sore. It just feels a little sore. Maybe I slept wrong, or I don't know. Maybe I slept in a cold place. Maybe I need some tea. I don't know. But now I'm starting to feel hot again. It's just so hot. I don't know. Actually. And you know what's weird? I have a sore throat, but it also feels like there's a lump in there. You know, I'm trying to swallow and swallow and swallow, and it's just not going away. It's making it more sore. And, you know, sometimes when I sleep, my left side hurts. You know, the left side of my body, like this. It just kind of, it feels weird. And, you know, my arm and my leg, my foot, just the left side though. You know, not the right side, just the left. I was just feeling hot all the time, and now my head hurts.
Okay.
Now tell me, when you have this, could you tell me what makes your symptoms better?
It's funny you ask that because when I step outside, I do feel better. You know, I feel like I need to have the windows open all the time just to let the air come in. Sometimes I like to sit right by the window and feel the breeze on my face. You know, I like having that fresh air. It makes me feel good. Sometimes when I feel, you know, I'm starting to feel hot, like I feel like the window should be open right now.
Sure.
You know, to let the fresh air come in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Very good.
Yeah. Tell me, when you have all of these symptoms, could you tell me which one, where where it aggravates when all of this
Right.
becomes much worse.
So I can't have anything extra hot, because I'm already feeling hot. I'm feeling hot all the time with my headaches and my sore throat. So anything too warm, it just makes it so bad. I feel like I just need to throw everything off. I need everything to be cool. So warmth makes it bad. And I don't like it when people touch me. I feel like it just sets off something,
Can you have things around your neck or
No.
around your...
Oh no. How did you know? No, I can't.
Well,
It just makes it so bad.
yes, it does. Well, this is Karen.
Sweet.
And so what would you give
So
me
what would
for
you
that?
give her?
Tuya,
Thuya or the animal?
the bush master.
Right, the
Okay.
snake. You give me the snake.
Sure.
Because one of the symptoms is that the person has to be very talkative, right?
That was a lot. That's good.
No,
And the
Karen
person
is a
won't tell you
fantastic
that,
actress.
but you could figure that one out, couldn't you? It's the most I've heard Karen talk all semester.
Practice a lot.
It works.
Bravo.